I'm back. I'm just watching the guitarologist fix a weed whacker.
They've really done, as far as I'm concerned, they've done a number for the reputation by even putting something like that on a machine. That is awful.
That's how they cut costs, Brad. They put cheap parts on it. We might get a year out of that machine, but we know sooner or later it's going to break. It's about saving money. It ain't about making good product no more like it used to back in the day. You know, these guys took pride in what they built when it's 50, 60, 100 years old and it still works today. Oh, he got it running. He got it running. I like tearing stuff apart and fixing it if I can. Of electronics, not too much. Uh, I did eight. You know what I did do? Uh, I got a free stereo receiver, a Pioneer SX 780 for free. And I called a couple people today and asked how much it would be to have it gone through and fixed. I said, it's got power. It lights up, but I'm not getting no sound in it, no nothing. So the guy said usually it runs about anywhere from to go through the whole thing, clean it all, any parts that need to be replaced. I'm looking at about $150. So I asked him, I said, do you think it's worth the $150 to fix it? And he said, oh heck yeah, it's a Pioneer SX 780. Uh, that's a vintage stereo system back in the day, back from the 70s or 60s. uh, I think he said 60s or 70s. He said it was 45 years old, and it'd be worth it to dump the $100 in it. They're good sounding receivers, so I might give it to him. He wants $45, so I might drop it off there and $45 to look at it, diagnose it, let me know exactly what's wrong with it, and if he can fix it within that money or whatever, or if he has to order new parts, it'll come out of the $45 or whatever. So that's a pretty good deal, you know. So I ran and got cigarettes. I got me a soda. I just got done eating a pizza puff, and I did grab me a couple White Castles. I'm sorry, I'm from Illinois. White Castles were kings. These don't taste nothing. These don't taste nothing like the real White Castles, which somebody's going into Chicago this weekend, and I'm gonna send them. I'm gonna give them some money so I can get a Mickey's Euro plate and a 6 pack of White Castles to bring home. For me and you, I do. I think about you night and day. I'm heating up my White Castles with cheese. So, some people are going into Chicago. Hopefully, I can get them to bring me back some food, a gyro plate, and a box of White Castles with cheese, double sliders. All right, let's see here. Mmm. That tastes good. All right, so tomorrow I got to cut a yard. That'll be a couple extra bucks. Dang it, I forgot to get a bag of chips. Do I go back to get a bag of chips? Probably not. I'll wait. So the dollar or the garage sales are all over. Here's the thing. I went to a garage sale today on my way home from doing some work. I had to spread mulch this morning for that lady. Made a few bucks. So on the way home, I stopped because the garage sales, they're just all over the place out here. And there was a giant, like an oil painting, big giant oil painting, and it had a frame. And I was like, the frame's cool. I got a giant uh, Tony Montana Scarface poster that'll probably fit in that frame. Now the painting, I don't know. I mean, it's oil, and it is cool. It's like a sun or something, you know, like a some kind of a thing or something. I don't. But the frame I can use. I might be able to put that giant Tony Montana Scarface uh, poster in it that I got. So I got that $2, and then I got this, and then there was a receiver, a Pioneer SX 780 stereo receiver. She wanted $10, right? I'm like, I'll give you 5. I don't even know if it works. She's like, it works, but thank God before I left. She's like, it works. You know, you could bring it back. You know, I'm like, well, just plug it in right now. And, you know, if it works, then I want it because I've been watching a lot of stuff on YouTube about them. So she plugged it in and it didn't work. So she's like, I'll give you your $5 back. And she's like, I'm just gonna throw it in the garbage because it ain't mine. It was someone else's, and they said they didn't want it or whatever. She's like, if you want it, you can have it for free. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take it for free. So I did make a couple calls today once I did get home. And it's not all scratched up. It's in really great condition. It just don't work. And like I said, I talked to the guy and he's like, yeah, you might have 150 into it after we clean it all up and replace whatever power, if it needs a power chips or adapt or a power supply or whatever. And maybe usually he says they run anywhere between $100, $150 to fix. But he said it'd be well worth it because they're really sought after receivers right now for your home, stereo system. So I might let him fix it for the. He said that's just a rough estimate. It might be a lot cheaper than that. He said usually they don't go above $200. Hey, Curly J. Oh, and I got 2 DVDs for $1. Pulp Fiction and Escape from L.A. Is that the one? No, Escape from Pulp Fiction, Escape from New York. Kurt Russell. $2. Oop. Or it was $1 for both of them, I think. Garage sales, I'm telling you, that's where. Oh, I got a Led Zeppelin T-shirt too, although it's a little small, but got a Led Zeppelin T-shirt for $1. United States tour, 1977. So, hey, if I can save $1 at the dollar or at a garage sale, sure, sure. Oh, I picked up a guitar case, hard shell case for my Kramer Les Paul, which I did have a Gibson case for it, but I sold the Gibson case because the Gibson cases are expensive. They want like $200 for them. So the pawn shop was like, "Is that a real Gibson case?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, we'll buy it. All right. And I sold it to the pawn shop, and then turned around and bought a another case from them for $30. Real old case. So I wonder if I can use that frame to put my Tony Montana movie poster in. Scarface. So hey, Curly J, how's that one dude doing? What's his name again? Uh, I forget that dude's name. What's his name? No, that one dude. How's he doing? Hope he got his life straightened out. You know, that was pretty good, that White Castles. Maybe I'll fly my drone here in a little while. What time is it? 11:15. It's nice and dark out. I flew it last night and I can hear the neighbors over yonder go, "Did you see that thing up in the sky last night?" Thought it was a UFO or something. When I fly it at night, I don't use the camera. I fly manually. No viewing. So I just wing it. What's this all this talk on YouTube about the left wing, the right wings, dang wingers, politics? So I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. Hopefully that poster will fit inside there. It's a big square poster. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just keep it and maybe I'll sell it at a garage sale. Who knows? I don't know. I asked what it was. It's like real thick oil painting or something. Like it's like abstract or something. Abstract. What's it supposed to be? I asked the lady. I think it's the sun or something, the black hole sun. Really? How much? And where can I put it? You know, you always at a garage sale, you could bargain. A pawn shop, not too much. A garage sale, she wanted uh $5 for it. And I'm like, $5. What's the painting of? Is it the sun or no? It's some Aztec thing or something. I'm like, I don't know. She's like, how about we meet halfway? I'm like, 250. And then I looked at the frame, and then I remembered I got that dang Tony Montana poster that might just fit inside of it. So maybe I'll do that. Take it apart and use the gold frame around it and put the Tony Montana in it. But I bargained. And at garage sales, you can always bargain. The only place you can really bargain, flea markets, garage sales. You can't walk into Walmart and go, $10. I don't know. How about five? You know, at Guitar Center, you know, I've tried dealing with them, you know, for used stuff. Uh, and they don't come off too much. They might give you $5 off, maybe $10. But I've tried that before, gone into or called Guitar Center and they'd had a used guitar there. I don't know. I'll give you $150 for it. You know, they're like, nope, we're firm on our prices. Can't do anything on the used stuff. On the new stuff, we can give you a little bit of money off on it. But used, we got to get what we got in it. Ah. So, what are you folks doing tonight? I think I'm going to clean up this mess. I did take that stereo apart, and that stereo is one heavy sucker. Pioneer SX 780, 125 watts. So, and the only reason I picked it up today, it's funny, just last week I was on YouTube looking it up because there's big money in these vintage receivers, especially Pioneer, Yamaha, the old ones back like in the 70s. That's what people really, really like, these vintage stereo receivers. And I was just last week looking at it on YouTube because I was talking to this one dude, and he's like, yeah, the vintage stuff is really popping. Everybody wants the older receivers, from back in the 70s, 60s and stuff. That's when they really made them really good. They sounded great. So I was like, oh, really? But I was on eBay looking for them, and they were pretty dang expensive. And today, when I went to that garage sale, it was sitting on a shelf, and I was like, is that for sale? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, it says $10 on it. She's like, yeah, that's how much we want, $10. And it didn't work, though. But they gave it to me for free. And when I called the guy at the repair shop today, he's like, how much did you spend for it? How much did you pay? Them are pretty, a lot of people want them. And I said, this is going to sound funny, but she wanted $10. I got it at a garage sale. I gave her 5. And right before I left, I asked her to plug it in to make sure it worked, and it didn't work. And she gave me my $5 back. And then she said, if you want it, you could just have it because I'm going to throw it in the dumpster anyways. And the guy was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, no, she gave it to me for free. She was going to throw it in the garbage anyways. He's like, well, if you dump 100 in it, usually that costs about $100, $150 to fix them. You got one heck of a deal. Some of them, he's like, is it all scratched up? I said, no. Does it have the wood grain veneer on the sides of it and on the top and the screen on top? I said, yeah. He's like, is that all scratched up and all that? No, it looks pretty dang good. He's like, oh, it'd be well worth you to sink the $100 into it to fix it if that's what it is. If it costs that, or even the 150, because they are worth a lot of money now. So I might just have the guy fix it. And he was telling me when I was talking to him, he said it's hard to come across parts now. Everything is shutting down. They got a lock on all the parts, electronic stuff. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. He's like, no. He said, I can fix it. He said, it'll cost what I told you. If it comes in below that, I'll let you know. But he said, normally to have it, take it all apart, go through everything, clean it, put a whole new cap system in it and all transistors, a whole rebuild kit you can get for the whole dang thing. He said you might have $100 into it. If you got it for nothing and you spent 100, at most 150. Usually that's what it costs to have them all redone. You still got a good deal because they're going for good money on internet and in stores, vintage stores. So I might just have them do that and fix it. Pioneer SX 780. Yeah, you in the right place for the at the right time. She even had a HP monitor, and I got two HP computers sitting here. Uh, Maybe I'll go back and get. She wanted $1 for the monitor. I'm like, does that work? And she's like, yeah, I know that works definitely. I'm like, you only want $1? She's like, yeah. We're trying to get rid of all this stuff. There is a big barn sale tomorrow out here, about 5 minutes away from me. Maybe I'll go there and check it out, see what you can get. I got that fireplace over there, that small heater, but it's like a fireplace. $5. Lights up. It works. Even the heater works on it real good. $5. I came home, looked it up on the internet. It's 89 bucks for it, brand new. And it took me a couple hours to tear all apart and wipe it all down and clean it all out. But $5 compared to 89, I'm good with that. Yeah, it's just clipped in with these clips and they just pop out like that and this whole thing comes out. Then I might be able to put the poster inside the string. I was hoping Brad was doing stuff again, but he said he ain't taking nothing in. He ain't taking nothing in until he's done. Let's take a walk over here and check out this stereo system. Uh, Thing's got some weight to it. Yeah, the glass on it is still good. Yeah, so all right, I got to clean up this mess around here, so I'm going to get off this contraption. I had enough airtime tonight. I hope Ernie Shell gets the help he needs. I hope some of these other YouTube creators get the help they need and take a break from the psychosis madness on YouTube. Hope everybody has a good day tomorrow. I got some work to do tomorrow. And I'll talk to you folks later. Time to clean. I got to take a shower too. Remember, be safe, love one another, keep an eye on the weather. We got hurricanes down south, tornadoes out east and up north, and so be safe. And I'll talk to you viewers later. Thanks for subbing and viewing my channel. You're not obligated to do anything here. If you don't like it, unsub. Don't watch. If you do, I appreciate it. Now you folks have a good night. And remember, if you're at a garage sale and you see an old receiver like that, Pioneer, Onkyo, Yamaha, any of them, and you can get it for a good price, they're expensive. Check eBay. Check the internet. They're very expensive now. So I think I'm going to pay the $100 maybe to have the guy fix it, or 150, and then I'll have a real good just stereo system. I already have a Yamaha home theater system with a receiver built into it, but that Pioneer is just a receiver, and you can only use a tape machine or a photograph with it. So that'll be just for listening to music. The Yamaha will be just for watching movies and stuff. So I spent I spent $4 today. Got two movies, a Led Zeppelin T-shirt, and that oil painting. That hopefully the poster will fit inside. All right, now you folks be safe, love one another. Oh, and always keep an eye out. Well, if you play guitar like me, for music equipment, you can get cheap too at garage sales. So be safe. Talk to you folks later. Love everybody and have a good Saturday and a good night. And hopefully everybody's getting the help they need. Anything else? No, I think that's pretty much it. Talk to you folks later.